Today, my reading is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a pick an energy. And the reason why I call them energies instead of deities, gods, goddesses, whatever, is because you may resonate with the energy more than who they are. So, what I want you to do is pick an energy that resonates with you. So, we have Kali, we have Isis, we have angels, and then we have Kuan Yin. And basically what's going to happen is whichever deck you pull is what I'm going to shuffle, and this energy is going to be giving you guidance. So whomever you choose, whichever energy you relate to, that's who's going to be giving you guidance today. I thought this was a little bit better than just doing one particular energy and being like, oh, what is this? What do they have to say to you? Because not everyone will resonate with one particular, you get what I'm saying. So take a few seconds to relax. I am just going to cleanse the space while you choose. So if you have headphones on, just be mindful, because you're going to hear some ringing. Okay. What guidance do you have for deck number 1? Those who have chosen to connect with you. Oh, I'm not going to take them all. Oh, these cards are just flying out today. Because I've only used this deck a handful of times, I don't actually know. I'm just going to read it from the book. And then any channel messages that I get, I will share along. Jeez, okay. Actually, I think I'm going to place them this way, so you can look at your cards. How lovely. Let me just adjust that for you so that you can actually see. Okay. I'm going to adjust this so that you can actually see your cards. Yeah. I'll be right back. Okay. That's so much better. All right. If you hear me drinking, it's because I get very dehydrated. Okay. So these are the 2 cards that you currently have. I still want to get one more. Oops. Oh, okay. That one kind of flew out. Let's see if I can get it all to fit here so that you can see. Okay. Let's get into it. These are actually really pretty. I don't buy my decks online. I go into metaphysical shops to buy them. Otherwise, I would link the decks. I mean, if I find them, then I will link them. The art style for these are so beautiful. Okay, so for the first one, you got 44. While I'm looking, has anyone else been feeling really detached lately from your vessel? It's been crazy. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. literally the minute I Goddess Kali, as I'm not going to butcher her name at all. The name is directly on the card. Is a tantric priestess of karmic release and spiritual blessing. She liberates devotees from karmic struggles, especially those who keep repeating the same patterns with different players. Oh, her presence in a reading implies the Divine Mother's blessing of a divine disruption. Sometimes the jolt of the disruption is such a shock that it is temporarily unpleasant, and we feel, therefore, that... Wow, can I read today? No. Therefore, that it is unwanted or harmful. The disruption is such a shock that it is temporarily unpleasant, and we feel, therefore, that it is unwanted or harmful. Oh. She also teaches that our spiritual activities can have a positive influence more than we think is possible. In a reading, she foretells of a profoundly positive and expansive energy that will become available to us if we're willing to open our hearts to her. She also reminds us that we don't have to wait until things become severe to call on the Divine Mother's assistance. Why not call for her daily? Why only to resolve issues, but to prevent them from gaining traction in the first place? If we align ourselves with such simple and happiness, including wisdom, our lives can become peaceful, free, and free from unnecessary drama. Wow, okay. I can't read today, so this reading, it seems like it's going to be choppy because there's a lot of energy coming through. I can tell you right now, the other two cards are simply going to follow suit with what this card is saying. It's just they all tend to do this kind of following suit. So you may be the only deck that gets 3 cards. When I shuffled, I was hearing 3, so yeah. So card number 2. Oh, she manifests her wisdom and healing through our spiritual instincts. I knew it. All the cards are just going to follow suit. The body and mind know when there is a need for rest, for activity, or detachment. I was literally just asking, does anybody else feel detached from this? And for engagement. It takes strength of spirit not to override that inner knowing with social pressures or inhumane expectations for constant performance. When Ghana arises in a reading, we are asked to trust in the shifting cycles and give ourselves what we need for well-being. No being benefits when they are at odds with themselves. We have inner power and capacity to be at peace with your own being now. Okay. I have somewhat of a hint, an inkling as to what this is about. Just a little inkling. Just a little inkling. I'm going to run through the last card, and then I'm going to give you the information that I'm receiving. The information I'm receiving. Oh, you actually got Kali, which is lovely. Well, they're all... I don't know why I just said that. Okay, let me shut up. My bad. I was reading in my head. Kali comes to us when we need to know we have so much divine support. I knew it. They were just going to follow suit. Divine support for our purpose that we can afford to handle what needs to happen with some care. We don't need to approach every conflict with all guns firing, although the power will rise up to meet the need. We can give some breathing space for that to instinctively happen, and only to the extent necessary. The divine knows how to accomplish things in the best way. If we strengthen our inner connection to that divine wisdom, we will spontaneously know how to proceed. The oracle guides you to be present and only do what feels correct in each moment rather than react or decide what you think your behavior should be. You will sense the best way to proceed as you stay tuned in your intuition and instincts. The Divine Mother is guiding you. You do not need to fear. Oh, there is also the expression, what is done is done. And this she devours the past error. And this concept of sin is not intended to inflict guilt or shame on your past, but to give you a sense that you can become free from what has been. Okay. Okay. So, it seems as though a decision was made or needs to be made, and you're questioning whether or not you can handle this decision, whether or not your intuition is going to lead you in the right direction. You don't want to make mistakes. You fear mistakes because you think that if you mess up this decision now, it may throw you off the path that you need to be on. That won't happen. Whatever decision you make will be made from your intuition and for your highest good. Now, for some of you, it may seem like you made a mistake and you may want to backpedal, but you're being asked not to. You're being asked to stand firm in your decisions and trust that the Divine Mother is guiding you to make your decisions, and that whatever the outcome is, it's for your greatest and highest good. And some of you need to realize that rejection is divine protection sometimes. We may not understand it. We may not like it. I mean, we don't have to like it, you know? Sometimes it just is, and we kind of have to just accept that this is kind of where we are in this exact moment. I think a lot of us who pick this pile need to be extremely grateful for the fact that we have this connection and we have these gifts, and that we are kind of able to guide ourselves through these, you know, harsher waters into calmer waters using our intuitions and channeled messages and guidance from our spirit guides and things like that. I think that if the decision's already been made, now is not the time to backpedal. Stick to the decision that you've made, because if you backpedal, then you're not going to learn. If you're choosing to backpedal, then you're actually choosing not to want to learn the lesson that comes with the decision that you've made. You're saying, "Oh, no, I don't want to do it. I feel like I made a huge mistake. I can't." No. Don't do that. You are being guided specifically not to do that. Trust in the process. Trust in the decisions that you've made. Trust that you'll be where you need to be when the timing is right. Don't rush it. Don't push it. Don't change it. Just flow. Just let it be. Just be at peace. Just know that you're well taken care of on the spiritual side, and be in the now and in the 3D, and just ride with it. Rock with it. You'll be all right. You're well taken care of. I'm hearing you're well taken care of. We look after you quite often. You've been struggling with that decision for a minute. It's almost like it's causing you sleep, but I'm seeing someone like laying there in the middle of the night and they're asleep, and then for some odd reason they just wake up in the middle of the night and they think about it. Like, it causes them a little bit of anxiety. It's not keeping them from sleep because they can sleep, but it's fucking up your sleep. You know, you're not getting enough of it and you're not staying asleep. So you're being asked to cleanse your space, an amethyst under your pillow or in your pillowcase, depending on how you do that. I actually sleep with a couple of amethysts like next to me, and you're being asked to just release it. Release the decision that you've made into the ether, and trust that the universe, the Divine Mother, you know, your divine intuition and everything, that you've got you, and they've got you, and trust the process. You'll be okay. You will absolutely be okay. You can't go back. You might as well just enjoy living in the moment, you know? But yeah. So deck number 1, pile number 1, however you choose to see yourself, that is the reading. That's what I've got for you. This is the information that came to mind. Whatever the situation is, I wish you luck. It seems like big, you know, but good. Like, Big in the sense that it's big to you. It might not be big to other people, but it's big to you. And that's the most important part. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Those of you who chose Isis. Here we go. The last deck got 3 cards. I don't know how many I'm expecting to get with you all. So let me just adjust this so that I can shuffle these. I know some people really like to watch the shuffling process, so cool. Here we go. Damn. Okay, Mother Isis, you didn't even give me a chance, girl. These are your cards. I'm doing it like this just so that you guys can have a view of how I pick my cards. Actually, I'm going to show you the artwork because it's so pretty. Okay. Whoops. We're not taking all those. Nope. Isis, guidance for those who have chosen to connect with you, who have chosen to connect with your divine energy. Mother Isis, what do you have to say? Oh, here we go. Okay. Any more? I don't know. Something told me to keep going. I didn't think. Oh, boy. Oops. Okay. There we go. That makes 4. We're not going to pull any more. Okay, so here's the art for the cards that you chose. I think it's really pretty. I think all of the art on all of my decks are really pretty. Yeah. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is run through the cards. Jesus, English, do you speak it? I'm going to run through the cards, and then I am going to give you the channel message that I receive through this. This ought to be so interesting. Okay. Hydrate. Okay. Pillar of light. Pillar of lights burning bright, earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light. Transform all to unconditional love. Star of Isis, descend your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. That's cute. This is a poem. I've never pulled this card a day in my life, and I've had this deck for like 6 months. Oh my god. Rising Sun. That's this one. This is so pretty. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you. One of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness and persistence. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. Magic and ritual. Okay. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice. As you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. That's nice. Oh, that's so nice. You are completely entering a new phase of your life. Yes, I get a feeling that a vast majority of the people watching this are going to be divine femmes. Well, I mean, I'm not picking up on any masculine energy. Masculine energy doesn't necessarily mean you have to identify as a male. I'm just giving the message. Okay, I've never understood how to say this name, so I apologize to anyone who's really into this and I butcher the name. Abundance of Sothis. Abundance in many forms is increasing in flow for you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, self, and enjoy the abundance responsively. Wow. And enjoy the abundance responsively flowing to you in many forms over and over again. Okay. Aw. Okay, my bad. I just got a text. My friend and I, well, not my friend, but I don't know what's called this person, but we share a really cool link. And like, I was talking about doing a DIY project, and he was like, "Oh, there's that link because I was just doing the same." Oh my God, I love him so much. Okay, so as I've already said, you're leaving one phase of your life and you're entering into a brand new one. This is really big. This is really like, this is, okay. I keep saying this is big. This just, it seems like like pile one had the same thing. Deck one had the same thing with like going from one phase of your life into another, trusting your intuition, going to the Divine Mother for help, but not when it's late, how do you say, when you go from one phase of your life into the next and you work with particular energies or your soul family or your spirit guides, gods, goddesses, deities, entities, whatever, mythological creatures, if you work with a dragon, if you work with fae, if you work with mermaids, whatever you work with, whomever you work with, it's important that you practice self-love and self-care rituals, managing to communicate with them for protection before things happen, not after, and just talking to them. You don't always have to be wanting something. You don't always have to need something. You don't always have to wait until something is too late, So if you particularly work with the Divine Mother Isis or energies similar to Isis, like I said, because energies, it's weird. I mean, it's not weird. I find it to be fascinating, but how one energy can be represented by the many, if that makes sense. Kind of like how Venus, the energy of Venus is also representative of Aphrodite. You know what I mean? One energy, the many. So that's why I say Isis-like energy. Talk to them. Talk. Your spirit guides, the energies that you work with, they hear you when you call them. You don't always have to be asking for something. You can just talk. I'm feeling a little low. My energy's not quite right. I don't know. And then just listen for the messages. Sometimes they'll tell you, oh, it's time to cleanse. It's time to clean your space. It's time to up your rituals. It's time to do this and do that. Especially if you're going into a new phase. Usually it means heightened abilities, depending on what you have. Managing to get those abilities that you do have under control. Working with higher energies. Because some of the energies that you work with aren't for a lifetime. They can shift, they can come in and out as to your spirit guides when you enter into new phases and things change. The more powerful you get, this is just my experience, the more powerful you get, the more the energies tend to shift, because you need to have a teacher, a mentor on the other side who's going to guide you based off of the heightened abilities that you have. Get in tune. I mean, really get in tune, because if there's a switch up and there's an energy around you that you're unfamiliar with, and you're like, hey, ho, whoa, you're not part of the team, who are you? And it turns out you missed a beat, you got a massive upgrade, and you've got some new hitters on your team who are here to help you, and you don't know about it, re-up on those things. Talk to them, speak to them. Work on you, like I said, the self-love, talking to them, working on new ways of protecting yourself and shielding yourself, because coming into new and heightened abilities means that you need to learn new methods of shielding on all levels. You need to make sure that your space is well taken care of. You need to make sure that you're channeling and receiving information at the right time from the right energies. Because I hate to be the one to tell it to you, but energies can lie to you. No one wants to fucking hear it, but it's the truth. Energies can lie to you. I can pick up my pendulum right now and ask it a yes or a no question, and it could say yes, and the answer could be no, but I could be told yes because of the fact that, like, I'm just not supposed to know right now. The energy around me is kind of shifty, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Energy can be manipulated. It can lie, you know. So I know that a lot of us don't want to have to hear that, but it's factual. It's absolutely factual. And sometimes it's a test. Will you trust in the process, or will you continue to not trust in the process, pretty much? But it looks like no matter what, you're going to have abundance coming your way. A massive shift coming into alignment with more parts of yourself, because there's multiple levels of alignment. That channel that you have open, it seems like it was a tiny, tiny channel, and someone came and through your shadow work and all the work you've been doing, cracked that bitch wide open. It was like, here you go. Now you can get your knowledge directly from source. I'm of course talking about the direct channel that comes in through your crown chakra, not your third eye. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I've got for you. I hope this was helpful. For those of you who are going through this right now, or feeling this and you feel a little crazy, drink water, meditate, sleep. Crystals. Drink water, meditate, sleep, crystals. Drink water, meditate, sleep, crystals. I'm telling you, your body is going to be so exhausted. You're going to be all over the place. You're not going to know what's what. You're going to feel like you shifted realities. You're going to be like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? You're all right. Mama Ice has got you. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. Deck number 3. For those of you who associate with angels, hi, this is your reading. This is your reading that I'm actually going to come back to. Lovely. Okay, I've tried to film this like 3 times, and I keep getting disrupted. And don't get me wrong, I love who's disrupting me so much. I will say that, oh, that's so funny. Okay. I will say that I am being asked to cleanse this space real quick, which I'm fine with. I have no problem cleansing, but I need to find my lighter, so give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus. So, oh, that's so funny. Christ-like energy. Okay, so you may need to cleanse your space. Okay, for those of you who picked this pile, this is going to be angels. Yeah. This is going to be guardian angels, this deck has, just really quickly, it has guardian angels, it has archangels. I mean, if you've never seen this deck, it's just so pretty. I think it's got like seraphim. It's got some other ones too, like Lady Gaia. Like that one. This card is so... This in itself is so pretty. I'm gonna see if I can adjust this so you can have like a good like view. Like, look at this. Crazy. The art is so gorgeous. Okay. Not about that. odd that I felt the need to show you those particular cards though. So, the way that I see it is if they come out, then they come out. These cards are a bit more flexible, so I shuffle all of my decks differently. This is just how I shuffle this one before I do the big shuffle. So, okay. Angels. Hold on. Angels. Guardian angels. Guardian angels. Oops. Shit. Fuck. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to start again because I said a no. So. Okay. So, archangels. For those who wished to connect with you. Okay. Wow. I love how this card came out again. So I'm going to keep it. That was funny. For the... Oh my god. Literally flying out. Okay. Oh, Archangel Michael. I like working with Archangel Michael when I'm really stressed out. Shoot. Archangel Mary. Alright. Anything else for this? For them? For group 3? Oh, shit. Lady Gaia. Weird. The ones that I pulled out are wanting to come out. Okay, so the way that I've been doing this, I have not even been wearing my mic. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I hope you guys heard me okay during this shuffling process. Here we go. So the way that I've been doing this is I am going to read from the book. And then I am going to give you the channel message. First, I'm going to hydrate. These cards are so gorgeous. I realize this is backwards for you. I'm going to have to invert this so it's not backwards. But yeah. Prepare for soul healing, forgiveness, and release everyone. Archangel Lavender. Prepare for soul healing, forgive, and release everyone. Ooh. Oh boy. I don't think I need the book. I don't think I need a book for this. Cherubim. Look to the stars. Access keys and codes of stellar wisdom. Oh, unlocking higher knowledge, I see. Archangel Michael. Stand in your power, be true to yourself. I was just talking about how I work with him when I'm stressed. He brings great knowledge to me. I'm stressed. Okay, yeah. Lady Mary. Open your heart with compassion and fold others in love. Oh, I see. Lady Gaia. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on earth. This is a starseed reading, completely. This is for this is for starseeds who know they're starseeds and are having trouble coping at this present moment. Okay. I knew it was going to be something. I just didn't realize it was going to be like this. So, basically, what's happening is you're being asked to let go of people and situations who no longer serve you. You're being thrusted into higher knowledge, access to higher up energies who will bring you different types of wisdom. And a lot of the times when we refer to this type of wisdom, people refer to like gatekeeping. It's like, oh, like some of the knowledge that you're getting may very well just be sacred, that you're not supposed to talk about. It's not even about gatekeeping. It's just you're not supposed to share it. It looks as though when you step out of your comfort zone, come further into alignment with yourself, your highest self. This group did a lot of shadow work through dreams. I hear like you travel back to when you were a kid, and you did a lot of shadow work in your sleep. So now you're being connected, you're being further connected to your higher self. You've always been in contact with your higher self. You're shifting into new possibilities and coming into contact with your soul family. People who align with your mission, people who understand what you're going through, people who get it, who really get it. And it's going to be difficult. Some of these 3D people are going to say things and do things that are going to irk you. And you're like, why do I exist in this friend group? Like, why? You just don't get it. Don't worry. The people who do get it are coming. They're very close. You just have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. And you're holding so tightly to what you think you know, but what you think you know isn't actually even half of the truth. When you really let go and align fully and just flow. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. When you really let go and align, that sacred channel that you possess, that you're highly aware of, that connects you back to not only just source in general, but your source, your people, where you come from, where you originate from. You get sacred knowledge. Yeah. A lot of you who picked this deck must be healers. You're drained. You're tired. You've felt the shifts on Earth. You feel different. You look different. You feel like you sound different. Some of you may even feel like you woke up in a different timeline. Like reality is a little distorted, and you're like, I remember when things were this way, and now they're this way. This doesn't make any sense. Or it's a part of the process. Trust me when I tell you that there are people out there just like you. I've been looking at things, and I'm like, I really thought that this guy was dead, or like, who was that? Why is that pronounced that way? Why is this that way? Why does the logo look like this? Why does food taste different? Why does nothing taste like it used to? I'm with you. My heart is with you. My soul is literally with you. My advice to you would be to figure out where you come from, which type of starseed you are, and yeah, get more into alignment with who you truly are, you know, and allow those who align with that to come to you. You'll connect with them when the timing is right, but you got to get out of that comfort zone. Yeah, it's probably for me too. It's probably my pile. Shoot. Yeah. I'm actually curious to see if I see anything. I've never really felt called to use my thing in a video, but I'm gonna try. Someone is like, I'm really just sick of this. I don't feel like I'm heard. I don't feel like I'm understood. I don't feel like anyone's getting it, and I'm tired of having to explain it. When will I find some people who are just like me? When will I find some people who really understand? I can't even talk to you. I can't talk to anyone because every time I say something, it seems like someone is second guessing it. I constantly have to prove myself, even when I prove I'm right. Maybe I should just run away to the islands. Maybe I should just go on a permanent vacation. I see some of you out here. The spirit is telling you to quit that job, move to that island, and live that spiritual life. And you're like, well, no, I don't have the money. Someone just came through heavy and said, oh, we're going to make a way. Because we're tired of this shit. We see you're tired of the shit, so we're tired of the shit. We're going to make a way. Ooh, she's black. Well, I'm black too, but like, she's got darker skin. She's wearing a head scarf of some kind. It looks a little African. And when she takes it off, she's got like super curly textured hair that comes down shoulder length. And she looks to be like someone's grandma. And she says, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I've given you the signs. I've given you my blessing. I've given you the okay. You're still worried about making a way. We're going to make a way for you. At some point, you just have to step out on faith. You just have to step out on faith. That's what she says. Just got to step out on faith. I like that. It's cute. We're going to make a way. It's going to get done. I find that to be hilarious. So whoever that's for, I hope this was more confirmation that spirit is indeed attempting to make a way for you to live that island lifestyle, girl. Because I see palm trees. I see coconuts. I see fresh pineapple. Oh my God. I see water. Oh, I see water, and then I see someone asking about water spirits. Okay. Make sure you know what you're messing with. I wonder if mermaids are real. I wonder what would happen if I attempted to make sure you know what you're messing with. Someone said make sure you know what you're messing with. Well, I'm not... Okay. I'm going to close that channel because I don't really feel comfortable talking about that. They're talking about underwater kingdoms and living, you know. You go and you live down there. You don't come back, so we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, that's what I've got. That was a lot. I wasn't expecting to actually even have to pull out the crystal ball. But I did, and I loved it. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Bye! Okay, deck number 4, Kuan Yin. My mother. I'm just listening for any messages that come from her firsthand. I work with Kuan Yin personally, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, she says, I hope you're ready to listen, because it seems the messages are not getting across to you. Oh boy, here we go. Kuan Yin, for those who have insisted and decided to communicate with your energy, what information or guidance do you have for them? For those who have decided to communicate with to connect and communicate with your energy. Whoops. Like I was telling those who chose the other piles, I'm going to show you the artwork. On these tinier decks, the artwork's on the back side, and then the info's on the other side. Anything else? Miss Moon Goddess, Mama Yen. I call her Mama Yen. One more card, please. One more card, please. Thank you. Okay. These are your cards, and the artwork is absolutely beautiful, which is what drew me to this deck and why I fell in love with it. It's the pocket-sized edition. Yeah, I have both Kuan Yin and Isis, the pocket-sized editions. I love them. Yeah, just clear up my space here a little because for the last pile I had to use my crystal ball and that took up some space. Hydrate. Okay. As you may know by now or not know, depending on how many piles you've had to pick, I'm going to, first I'm showing you what the art looks like. I'm going to pick each card, read what the message is, and then deliver the channel message. All right. Gates of Heaven. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Yet some can become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide from it. Instead of moving towards it, sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light by holding peace and unconditional love in our hearts as we pray for the good that all creatures deserve. Right off the bat, I'm feeling like this has to do with some mentor, teaching other people, spiritual healers, intuitive readers. This might be your pile, but like those who do this for a living. Sacred River. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to butcher it any further. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. Yeah, how did I know? This is straight for readers. Those of us who heal people for a living. We are getting upgrades. Sound the fierce flute. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute, cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distraction. To grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, make high vibrational choices that feel good to you. Oh boy. If you're in a spiritual community, I'm just going to say it. Like if you're on Witch Talk, Spiritual TikTok, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever the platform may be where there's all these trends going around, and stick to what you know and what your intuition's telling you. Please don't hop on any bandwagons. Don't get involved in things you don't understand. Don't try things because this, that, and the other thing. Do what works for you and what you're guided to do, nothing more. Okay? Oh, Spring Mother. Goddess of spring, healing, and transformation, brings you blessings. You are asked to remember that light can come from even the darkest beings, that spring only ever comes after winter. The challenge can be to trust that winter will end. Exploring the unknown parts of yourself will result in self-discovery and healing rebirth for you. All right. I say this with all of the love in my heart and soul. Spiritual healers also need to be healed. We also need to be doing our spiritual cleanses, our sacred baths, leaving our offerings, getting into tune with ourselves, re-upping on protection, on cleansing, meditating, shadow work. I'm going to say it again because some of y'all act like y'all don't want to hear shadow work. Shadow work. Whether that be that you do it in dreams, whether that be that you're journaling, whether that be that you, whatever. We cannot continue to heal people and be in our highest vibration if we ourselves aren't healing. Sometimes you need to explore all of yourself, even the parts that you fear, the parts that are confusing, that cause you That's a little annoying. So, ha, okay. So, yeah, see, that's what I thought. So basically, my channel's been so open. I've got some visitors, and like I can hear the floors moving, and it's causing me to get a little distracted. I forgot where I was. Oh wow. Anyways, what was I saying? Healers, we need to heal ourselves, and healers need to be healed, pretty much. You have a divine gift and a divine job to do, but you cannot do it at the highest vibration if you're not in alignment with yourself, if you're not doing the work. Also, some information that I seem to be getting is make sure that, wow, something really just, okay. I apologize. Make sure that you're practicing balancing out spirituality and practicality. Make sure that you're not like me and stuck in the spiritual all the time. I'm so devoted to my mission that, like, I don't know. It's been crazy. I almost feel kind of like a robot with the amount of channeling that I do and the notes that I take in the books that I read just to get information and elevate. So don't be like me. I guess this is the best advice I can give you. Kuan Yin's got you. You're well covered. You're well looked out for. You just need to do some inner work for sure before you can continue to heal people. I'm not saying that the information that you would give is wrong. I'm just saying it wouldn't be up to par. It wouldn't be fine-tuned down to the last detail like you normally do because of the other distractions. You're not fully grounded. You're not, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You're healers yourself. You get it. You don't want me to nag you. That's what I'm getting for this pile. I mean, it's really just so simple. That's what I've got. I mean, I want to give more, but yeesh. Spirit said, no, you're done now. You did enough. They wiped my mind blank. I cannot give anymore. I can't, I'm not receiving anymore. There we go. I had a whole train of thought too, and now it's gone. So if I remember while I'm editing, I will insert it. I mean, because really, it's just gone like that quickly. But like the energies that I work with, that's how adamant they are about like sitting the fuck down and like being not about the spiritual all of the time. I just told you I'm a mess, and they're like, yeah, we know. We'll fix that for you. Boom. Close your channel. We'll open it back up for you in an hour or two. Rest. Be careful. They might do it to you, you know. So, all right. Well, that's all I've got. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching this video. I think this is the first time I haven't been too high strung to sit here and film a really good video. Or like that I haven't received too many downloads, so I'm not all over the place, thank goodness. But yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for watching, and I hope I was helpful. I hope it was informative. Yeah, bye.